So let's look at this wound cube and let's take some different devices and techniques I've shown you for wound packing and let's use them all on this cube. Our laceration, we'll go ahead and pack that with Combat Gauze. Step 1, find the point of bleeding. Wrap our finger around the gauze, stick it in the point of bleeding. Again, this laceration, it's helpful if you widen up the laceration a bit. And then pack, and then feed yourself a little bit and just pack every little nook and cranny in this wound. When you can't get any more gauze in there, again, we're going to have to hold 2 to 3 minutes of direct pressure because this is a hemostatic gauze. The next wound we're going to pack is this little flashlight wound here. Again, stick your finger in, find the point of bleeding. This wound's pretty tight, so sometimes it's hard to get that gauze in. Sometimes, again, you need to pull the edge back of the wound a little bit to make it a little bigger to get your gauze in there. And as always, pack to the belly of the wound. When I absolutely can't get any more gauze in there, it's packed. We can hold several minutes of direct pressure. We can go with some more advanced techniques. We can pack this somewhat larger wound right here. We can use the XStat 12. These are XStat 12 training pellets that will expand when they come in contact with liquid. So we can get some bleeding going in our wound there. So again, get your device in there to the belly of the wound, and then you're going to push in the pellets as we pull this device out. This is a pretty narrow wound track, ideal for these XStat pellets. That's really about all we're going to be able to get in there. You can see them expand in the wound there. So again, we could hold our direct pressure. You can see that as these have expanded, they're actually starting to expand out of the wound itself, and they actually opened up the entrance to the wound a little bit. Our final technique is we're going to pack this large wound with a Foley catheter. You'll remember that the balloon inflates there. This is a 10 milliliter balloon. They do make a 30 milliliter balloon. So we insert this to the belly of the wound. Again, best studied in neck wounds. We inflate the balloon. Now, one thing to remember is obviously this catheter is made to drain urine out of your bladder, so blood would be coming out of the end of that. So you have a couple of choices. You can just clamp it, or you can knot it off. Obviously, you can't knot it off until after you fill the balloon, or you'd never be able to fill the balloon, and then that tamponades bleeding directly into the wound belly.